This is your big video for My Hero Academia. Also, I forgot to pop up that. There we go. My Hero Academia, Season 3, Episode 13. Links, as always, in the description below to go watch it for yourself. And then go back here to see my full thoughts, ideas, and theories about this episode and what's to come and all good stuff. So click away now or be spoiled as to what happened in this episode. Okay. So, like I kind of predicted, at the start, and I think last redirect, I can't remember if I did predict that or not, but I think I talked about it. But dorm stuff, basically. The whole entire episode was dorm stuff. I had a little fun with like the best room contest sort of stuff, which actually had a purpose, which was interesting. From Sue and Uravity. They basically did that just to go back to normal, basically, like, because Sue was very upset that she... Okay, so she didn't find out until that morning that the group actually went to go save Bakugo themselves, that Sue was trying to stop, kind of thing. Sue was saying you'd act like villains if you did go and like that, you'd be breaking the rules. And then that's when they left, and then she thought she stopped them, kind of thing. Why is there a bug in here? What the heck? So she thought she stopped them until this morning when she realized that she didn't actually. They went ahead and did it, and they saved Bakugo from it, but they still went against the rules and everything. And even Eraserhead was even going to be like, what was his thing if they didn't save him, or I can't remember what he said, what the terms were to get expelled. Like if you didn't do something, or I guess he was going to expel them, but I can't remember what pushed him over the edge to keep them. I can't remember. Like, I just watched the episode. I just can't remember. But yeah, it's really interesting that, like, he was, like, literally thinking about... Oh, it was a symbol of peace. That's right, yeah. It was, because since All Might sacrificed, like, all of his power, basically, to save not only Bakugo and fight the villains kind of thing, but he also... used up all his power to defeat a major villain kind of thing. So, because of that reason, because he's no longer there anymore, Eraserhead had to kind of overlook certain things and keep them in, because otherwise, I'm sure the villains would probably swoop in when they're at home, or, whatever. So, and then also the management of the school didn't fire any of the teachers or redesign the teachers. They kept the same teachers that were there since the beginning, kind of thing. So it's pretty interesting how like the world's kind of like rippling since All Might's stepped down as the symbol of peace and everything. So it's really interesting. I want to know more about the world and how it's affecting everything. I'm sure crime is like up tenfold, kind of thing. We're probably going to see a lot more villain stuff from time to time, like news reports, that kind of thing, like increase in in villainy kind of thing. And we'll probably get to the point where maybe villains are starting to come too frequently and heroes are too spread thin to like even do anything about it, kind of thing. So maybe we'll get something like that, maybe until like Deku comes to power, basically, until he can become the symbol of peace. I'm wondering how he's going to do that, though, because he's not the flashy type, right? He's not the one to be in front of cameras, like, flashing his power, like, I did this, whatever. So I'm wondering, like, is it just going to be a rumor-based? Like, he saves somebody, and then he goes off and does his own thing, kind of thing, and the person he saves goes like, yeah, this hero there, he right there, that guy, like, he saved me, kind of thing, and everyone's like, whoa, he's cool, whatever, like just like word of mouth, kind of like, heroism kind of thing, because like I said, he's not the type of person to boast or whatever, like did like and tell others what he did and how he did it, kind of thing. So I'm interested to see how Deku gets to become the symbol of peace in due time, kind of thing. Um, I hope this show gets that far, right? Some shows they only do like 3 or 4 seasons and then they stop, right? This this show I can see continuing going like 20 seasons, right? Like just keep going with it. Like I mean, sometimes it's gonna be like a little bit like like this kind of like they're running out of ideas kind of thing or something like that. But like in the long run, they can still keep going with the story. Maybe like flash forward a couple times and just get like skip time um, to to get ahead of the story a little bit. But they can definitely have Deku as like a proper hero, like after he graduates, and like have him have like saving people and everything like that, gaining the rank as the number 1 hero, and then um, maybe like later on down the years, whatever like that, he becomes a teacher. Finds his apprentice, right? Like to pass all for one, or one for all. Sorry, Jesus Christ. Pass one for all too, basically, like his apprentice, like stuff like that. Like they just keep going with it. Like this world is so massive and there's so many characters. Like they can definitely do a lot with it. And I hope they do. I definitely do hope they do continue the story beyond just like the school life kind of thing. Um, I can't remember how long the school is, like in terms of like how long they have to go into the graduation. Um, I'm thinking like high school years, so about like 4 years, something like that, and they graduate. Um, but it could be different, for sure. I'm not sure. But it looks like they're the kids are going to have to redo their license or get their license at some point here pretty soon, because that's what Razorhead was saying, like about your licenses kind of thing. Um, so maybe they're on probation right now until they can prove that they earn it, kind of thing, and then be given it, kind of thing. There's probably bound to be more villain attacks to interfere with that process kind of thing. We're probably going to get, Deku being attacked by uh, uh, I want to say like what was his name? It's like Shigaraki. Shigaraki is his name. I think. I can't remember. Him hands guy. Probably have him attack the UA place, or when they're on a field trip or outside the school. Probably have some kind of attack planned up once again, kind of thing, because they seem to like attacking the schools, um, for one reason or the other, kind of thing. Well, most of it was all about All Might, but excuse me. Yeah. So the main focus for the first attack in season 1 was All Might. Season 2 was pretty much Stain and like him trying to flex his muscles about like being like the need to kill all the non-heroes basically, and the only one worthy is All Might, sort of stuff. And then season 3 was all about, as you know, the whole camp thing and everything, the villains attack at the camp. So every season has had a kind of attack or whatever sort of thing, like on the city or on the kids or on the school kind of thing. So we're probably going to see some more of that in coming seasons, kind of thing. Maybe not this. Well, I don't know. So that's the thing, because season 2 had all the tournament stuff at the beginning, and then we switched gears to Stain, and saw like that whole thing kick off, kind of thing. So we're probably gonna see something like that maybe in this season, where we're gonna have, we had the whole camp fiasco kind of thing, and then the dorm situation here and like now. So there's probably going to be some more conflict to kind of like wrap up the season, kind of thing. But I'm not sure like what is going to do. Like obviously the villain's going to attack probably, um, or maybe some kind of happens. Something happens. I don't know. Something's going to happen, and their heroes are going to have to defend themselves, attack themselves, not attack themselves, but um, defend the school, whatever, some attack the heroes basically. So I'm interested to see uh, if the kids get their licenses, and if they do, like how far does it reach, right? Like how much can they do with that license, and because the villains don't care. The villains, like, they don't have a license, they don't care. They can go all out, kind of thing, right? But the heroes have to abide by some kind of rules and holding back in certain degrees like that. They're not there to kill anybody, but the villains, they're there to kill. They can do whatever they want. So I'm wondering, like, how far the card will take them, in terms of apprehending the villains and such as that. So I don't know. We'll have to wait and find out. But I'm interested in about the kind of dorm life they have going on right now. A couple really good bits with Sue and even Bakugo. Bakugo, like, just shaking down for cash so that way he can repay Kirishima, because he bought the night vision specs or whatever like that when they were on the mission. So that's pretty cool. So we're seeing a little bit more character development, and I love the fact that we're also getting. Let me look up his name, because I always call him Sugar Boy, but I'm not sure if that's his name or not. His hero name. Hero name. My Hero Academia. Class 1A. Let's see her. Sato is his name, but what's his hero name? That's the question. His hero name, Sugar Rush. That's what it was. No, that's his quirk. His quirk is Sugar Rush. What was his actual hero name? I don't think it's here. Actually, let me type his name there. Hero name. This is the same page. Why is that bringing back there? Where should I look? I mean, is it in here? I'm looking at the wiki right now for the character. I'm not reading anything, but I'm just kind of like glancing at things to see if I can see like a hero name. It's not on the sidebar thing, which kind of sucks. I don't see it there. Trivia. I'm not reading all this, but I'm just gonna glance because I'm not sure if it's gonna be spoilers, right? Because there's a couple episodes, like the sub is a couple episodes ahead of me, so I'm not sure if I'm pretty sure some of this will probably be spoilers for those episodes if something happens. I'm glancing at like literally everything. I don't see a hero name. I thought he had a hero name. My Hero Academia class, or I'll just call hero names. I remember there being a post that someone put up with all of the hero names of all the kids. Let me look at this. Would this have it? Hero name. Here we go. Yeah, this is what I was looking for. Okay. So, where's Soto? List of UA students. Okay. Soto. Where are you at, buddy? Where's your hero name? Can I pass him? Sato, there. Sugar Man! Was that his hero name? It is! Sugar Man. Okay. Alright. I for some reason I just kept calling him Sugar Boy because there's a character in Fairy Tail called Sugar Boy, and so that's like the first thing that popped in my head was like Sugar Boy. So Sugar Man, and his power is Sugar Rush. So hopefully I can remember that. So it's really cool to see him actually like interact with the kids more, because like that's one thing that we never really got to see much with the first 3 seasons, like anything with him. Um, so we saw like him fight once, using his quirk, the Sugar Rush ability. Um, then we saw like I can't remember. There's little tiny bits here and there throughout where like he was interacting with like a character, like maybe like a couple lines here and there, like one line here, one line there, kind of thing. Um, but other than that, like him and where was his name? No, not Earphone Jack. Where is? Sorry, I'm just reading all these different names, trying to find the one character I can't remember the name of. He's the person who can talk to animals. Where I was combining the wiki. Wiki has pictures. That's way better. Coda. Freaking Coda. Okay. What was his hero name? I don't see it on this list. Where's Coda? Annie Voice. That's his quirk name. And then his name is Anma. Anima. Alright. I'll try to remember that. Like, Sugar Rush, Sugar Man. Annie Voice, Anima. For Coda. I'll try to remember that. I'll try. But, like, I don't know. Sometimes sometimes I just forget things. Okay, so, yeah. Coda and, I forget his first name. Sugar Man, Soda, Sato, Sorry, not Soda, Sato. Um, Rikido Sato. Sugar Man. Those two characters have been background characters for for the longest time. We saw a little bit of Coda when him and Earphone Jack were actually fighting against the one teacher, the megaphone teacher. So we saw like his power then, and how he won basically, like that match kind of thing. But other than that, like we never really get to see like too much of like his backstory. Like I think we saw his mom as like a flashback kind of thing, like when he was trying to like gain courage to like fight. We saw a little bit of his mom. I don't think we saw his dad. Maybe we did. I can't remember. It's been a little while since that. Because I was in season 2 when that all kicked off at the very end there. So it's really cool to see them in a way getting the limelight. It wasn't really like a focus on his character this episode, but he was definitely a pivotal role in this episode. He they were doing the room contest like that, the best room kind of thing, and they all kind of ran around all the boys and everything, and then his name is Grape Juice, right? Because I always forget his hero name. Yep, Grape Juice. Grape Juice decided to bring up the fact that none of the girls are doing it kind of thing, so we should look at the girls' dorms and like stuff like that. So that kicked off that whole thing. Girls were for it, or Mina was okay with it. Other ones were kind of like, should we, kind of whatever. But anyways, they both did it. Both the men and women both did the dorms contest, whatever that. They got to Sugar Man, and his room was pretty, in a way, bare, kind of simplistic in a way. But the thing that he had in his room that others don't is he has a kitchen, like almost like not like a full blown kitchen, but like he's got like this little kind of oven and like a couple other like kind of cooking utensils there, kind of thing in his room. So he said that he was done packing very quickly, and he started cooking up this kind of like cake thing or whatever. And so he took it out of the oven, and then he gave pieces to everybody basically. And then the girls loved it immediately because like they were eating it and everything, like it's so good. So they basically chose him as best room because they gave him cake, or he gave him cake. So like I said, it wasn't focused on him. Like it was just like a funny little thing that they threw in there to like make his character a little bit more relevant in a way, and give us a little bit more plot on his character. So I don't know. I'm okay with it. I do hope we get more of it though. He seems like an interesting character. It's just we haven't talked with him and interacted with him very much, so we don't know like where like the word about his parents. Like, you know, we never got to see his parents at all. We never got to see like, you know, the mom and the dad and who has the which power and that kind of stuff. It's just fun things. Like it's really cool to see background stuff for characters, like background information for characters, like having Uravity's parents, like, you know, be like total like monsters coming through like the hallway trying to get to her to like say congratulations kind of thing. Like that was really funny. Seeing Bakugo's mom and dad, that was really cool. Like seeing like where he gets his traits from and everything, like stuff like that. Like it's really like it's fun for like just one episode, right? Just like a little 5-minute little thing about like, you know, the parents, and then like the never touch them again kind of thing in a way. Like it's just like it's fun information. Like we know that Anima, his mom is like looks exactly like him kind of thing. So he gets his looks from his mom. Like I said, I'm not sure about the dad. I can't remember if the dad was involved or not. But anyways, so he kind of gets his. I guess he gets his powers from his mom. Anima does. See, the thing with Bakugo is I had a theory that the dad has the quirk, or like vice versa. Like I think the dad has like a quirk about sweating, and the mom has the quirk of like explosive nature, and combined they made Bakugo kind of like a explosive like sweat basically. So that's kind of like my theory on it. But like it's really cool to see the parents and everything, like, and you know how it comes. Like I know Uravity's parents are not special. They don't have quirks. To my knowledge, I can't remember if they do or not. I think she said she was the only one in the family, or at least this generation, of her family that does have a quirk. But I don't know. It's just fun things to see, right? It's just fun things to see about the certain characters and such. So I don't know. It's gonna be fun. I hope we do get a lot more of the characters though. Now that we're living in the dorms, kind of thing. So they're all like close by and they're like all right there, kind of thing. So we'll probably see a lot more of the kids, definitely. So. Thanks so much for watching. Tune in next week for the next episode. I think this season is 24 episodes. Could be wrong. So we have quite a bit to go. I think. Unless this was the end, I'm not sure. I don't know. But nevertheless, can't wait to see more. So yeah, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next week for some more My Hero Academia. Take care, buddy.